Jen, do we have anything in the chat? I'm seeing a little bit of chatter there. Let's rip them right now.
Yes, we have two questions from Doug. One is, are you in an adversarial position with AI when you keep information encrypted from it? That's your first question.
Yeah, I mean, sure. No, not at all. I mean, what we're trying to do, look, I mean, we're looking at protecting all data, meaning we don't want it to get in the wrong hands. So we're really focusing more on the private large language models of AI. So again, I'll mention a law firm, right? I mean, a law firm, all of their intellectual property or court cases, settlements, all of the things that their lawyers have created internally at the law firm. What we look at from an encryption standpoint is protect that data. So that for some reason, and I had this, I was talking to a DC-based law firm when I was in DC the last time. They get 50 million attacks at their corporate website per month. Threats, attacks, trying to get data, trying to hack the site, which is insane for a law firm. But what we're doing is providing that encryption so that if somebody does hack the system and get the data, if it's not intended for them, they don't get to use it. Just like the 5.9 billion social security numbers of every American, Canadian, and UK citizen that are now out in the dark web. My viewpoint of that is, well, if it would be encrypted, and even if the bad guys got the file, they couldn't collect the data. So I'm not adversarial at all. I just want data to be used by those that are authorized to use it.
Good answer. Next question.
Next question is, are companies concerned with sharing conversations and documents with AI learning models?
I mean, Ed, you can answer this too. They should be, and yes, they are. A very public example was when the entire new product roadmap of Samsung was put into a large language model January or December of last year by some engineers that didn't understand that all that data was public, and they worked very hard to try to retrieve that data. So look, I mean, it's like the internet, right? Anything that you do that's published on the internet is backed up immediately and stored forever. So AI, think of it the same way. Anything that you put into AI, don't use a name. Got to be part of your best practices, right? Is that public language models are public. So anything you put into it is a public domain.
That's the Wild West that's happening right now. Like just everything from what's copyright, you're looking at the generative AI that's using the images and the art of artists. I can literally type in, draw me a picture in this artist style, and it will go, it's learned from that, and I can recreate that. Well, who owns that type thing? So there's a battle raging on. It's totally a thing. Not going to touch that. We could debate that for an entire day is really what it comes down. And that's the reason ethics, I think, is going to be important when it comes to AI, and they're raging over that right now.